my pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to the webinar on behalf of Sakhi Women's Resource Center and Law and Justice Research Foundation Center for Women and Children. Both these organizations are rights-based NGOs based in Thiruvananthapuram. As already stated, we are here to discuss about Justice Hema Committee report. The report, though not complete, was released by the government after 4 long years. The unprecedented hurricane-like situation followed with Me Too complaints. It's amazing to see that women are garnering courage to speak out about the sexual assault that they have meted out. However, the committee report, as you all know, per se is not just about sexual violence in the sector. Hence, we thought it is pertinent to hold this meeting to enable the participants to understand the different dimensions of the report and also to seek suggestions on the way forward. Incidentally, Sakhi, in association with WCC, had held 2 workshops in the year 2019 on the same subject. We had touched upon the same TOR as that of Hema Committee. The meetings were held in Cochin and then in Chennai. In the Chennai meeting, film personalities from 5 different states had participated to discuss about gender disparities in the sector. I'll not go in detail about those workshops, but because the report is already there in our website. If anyone wish to go through that, please do it. So now we know. I just mentioned about Sakhi's report also because now we know what is ailing in the sector. And obviously, there are lots of interventions to be done to make the space women friendly, and knee-jerk reactions will not suffice. So, what more to be done is something that we need to discuss seriously. That is the background of holding this workshop. As far as Sakhi is concerned, we are extremely happy to collaborate with LJRF in this endeavor. Now, my duty is to welcome you all to this webinar. I have immense pleasure in welcoming Srimati Indira Ravindran, member Women's Commission, who also has joined us to deliver keynote address. We are honored with your presence, ma'am. I extend sincere and hearty welcome to you. Now we have Srimati Saroja AS, who has agreed to do the special address. She is part of LJRF family itself. However, it is my bounden duty to welcome her formally to this webinar. Hearty welcome to you, ma'am. Academic sessions are handled by the renowned people from the respective areas, Dr. Sheena Shukku, Advocate Sandhya Raju, Dr. Asha Joseph. We are extremely happy that you 3 have agreed to be here to share your thoughts. Hearty welcome to Dr. Sheena Shakur, Advocate Sandhya Raju, and Dr. Asha Joseph. Moreover, people from various walks of life, students of law, academicians, and activists. I can see very senior activists like Ajichi, Eliamma Chechi, and all who have joined this program. Hearty welcome to one and all. And let us move on. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Participants, kindly note, do not put your name in the chat box. The attendance is being taken care of. Moving on, we have a keynote speaker, Srimati Indira Ravindran, a distinguished member of the Kerala State Women's Commission. Srimati Indira Ravindran has been a relentless advocate for women's rights, and her work with the Commission has led to numerous reforms and interventions that has positively impacted the lives of many women. We eagerly look forward to your perspective on the report. Ma'am, I invite you to deliver the keynote address.
Distinguished personalities like Srimati Saroja AS, Advocate Sandhya Raju, Sheena Shakur, Asha Joseph, activists like Ajita Chechi, Eliamma Vijayan, students, and all participants who are assembling this evening. I am very happy to be here, part of this webinar, especially on this topic about Hema Committee's report, because all of you know that right from the formation of WCC, Kerala Women's Commission had been actively participating along with them before the Honorable High Court of Kerala with respect to their request for the formation of IC in film industry right at the time of shooting of all cinemas or other television serials, etc. About this report, all of you might have been going through and continuously hearing and discussing Justice Hema Committee report. I am going to talk in brief about the committee report, and it is very much important to have discussions about the pros and cons of the report in different angles. So just to present that, the Justice Hema Committee was set up by the Government of Kerala to study and report the various issues faced by women in the cinema field and also to suggest solutions to such issues. The committee interviewed a number of women in film industry. It included actors, supporting staff, then other people who are also engaged in the film sector. Mostly actors came forward with serious allegations of sexual assault, abuse, misconduct, etc. against actors, directors, and other important office bearers of associations connected with the film world and also public institutions. This is the first time in Malayalam film world that since its very inception, women came forward speaking about what they have been subjected to and the seriousness of the torture that they had been forced to suffer during their professional works. The horrific incident of gang rape of a famous young actress in a moving vehicle by a group of men who had been allegedly instigated by a very well-known actor paved the way for formation of WCC, Women in Cinema Collective. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yes. WCC approached the Honorable Chief Minister of Kerala seeking some solution for the redressal of their grievances. Accordingly, Government of Kerala had set up a committee in 2017 November to investigate the issues faced by women in Malayalam film industry. The committee was headed by former Kerala High Court Judge Srimati K. Hema. The other two members are one from film world, that is famous cine artist Srimati C. Sharada, and other person, retired famous IAS officer, very eminent personality, Srimati K.B. Vaisalakumari. The formation of WCC was widely welcomed by WCC. Sorry, the formation of this committee was widely welcomed by WCC. The committee also appreciated the noble effort taken by Kerala government to probe the issues faced by women artists, and their supporting staff in the Malayalam film industry. The committee took 2 years to complete their venture and submit the report. Many, including WCC, frowned upon the delay occurred. Even before the handing over of the committee report, having 295 pages, WCC approached Honorable High Court in October 2018 through a writ petition praying for a directive to form an IC in Amma, Association of Malayalam Movie Artists. That is, they have prayed to form the IC in accordance with the stipulations in the POSH Act, that is Prevention of Women from Sexual Harassment at the Workplace, Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act 2013, referred to as POSH Act. The petitioners pleaded that Amma's failure to create IC leaves its members helpless and without any adequate remedy against sexual harassment directed against them in the professional context. They also pleaded that this omission of Amma is striking at a time when revelations of widespread sexual harassment and assault on women in film industries across the country have come out. The Kerala Women's Commission have also implemented in the said writ petition supporting WCC, requesting to form IC in Amma. Amma objected that demand. In March 2022, a division bench of Kerala High Court directed film production houses to form internal committees. It was also directed that each film unit to be considered as an establishment and IC needs to be constituted separately in shooting locations. Kerala Women's Commission informed the court that it requested to the Kerala state government to immediately the need of the hour to constitute IC for the Malayalam film industry, and also has requested for legislations of an enactment for the betterment of the employees of the industry. Thus, Amma was forced to constitute IC. The Kerala Women's Commission is continuously monitoring the formation and functioning of IC in film production units as ordered by Honorable High Court. At this juncture, I would like to point out an incident that occurred while we were hearing cases at Ernakulam. We got an anonymous call from a person alleging that in a nearing location, there is the shooting of a film is going on, and according to him, no IC is formulated there. So immediately we went to the spot and inquired with them whether IC had been constituted. The production manager showed us a list showing the number of participants in the IC, but to our surprise, when we verified the list, and though IC stipulates the head of the committee to be a woman of senior position, that list showed us the name of a man, the production executive himself as the chairman. And it showed list of 4 persons there. Only one man, that's okay, but no person from outside as an external member now working in a women's organization was not represented in that IC. So we told them that this film could not be shooted and you have to stop it here. Only after formation of IC, as per the act, you can continue the shooting. So they have stopped their work, and by evening they informed us that the IC had been constituted as per law and we have registered it. So again we verified that list which had been sent to us, and that is in accordance with the law. Then only that shooting was allowed to be continued. So such incidents we usually get in contact from different persons or anonymous persons. That means the public is now more or less aware of the IC to be constituted, especially in the film locations. The report reveals that sexual favors have been considered a passkey to the Malayalam film industry in existence of a in the film industry. There is existence of a power group in the industry who is controlling the activities, and casting couch are allegedly in the play in the industry, as the report reveals. Not only actors, but technicians, makeup artists, dancers, and supporting staff are also affected. The report deals with other iniquities followed in the industry that include the lack of essential facilities such as toilets, changing rooms, safe transportation, accommodation at shooting locations. These are violations of the right to privacy and discrimination in remuneration and violation of binding contractual agreements. At this juncture also, I would like to point out that we get complaints from especially women who are working in very big positions, that means as doctors or other responsible positions, stating that they're not getting remunerations at par with their fellow men who are holding the same position. We are also getting complaints stating that even though there is Maternity Benefit Act, the women who are employed in very high esteemed positions are not getting they are not getting even the salary during the period when they seek leave, and also they are not getting proper leave at the maternity time. During the delivery time post-delivery and pre-delivery time. So such complaints still comes, though there is a good act we have in accordance with our constitution, formulated according to our constitution. Then the report says that the casting couch is a euphemism for the practice of soliciting sexual favors from a job applicant in exchange for employment in the industry. The report indicates that the Malayalam film industry is plagued by criminal influence. Many industry men, under the influence of liquor or drugs, insistently knock the hotel doors of female activists. At this juncture, I would like to point out that this incident of reporting of use of consumption of liquor and drugs, that is not frequently discussed. We are discussing about the harassment meted about women, the knocking the doors or other type of harassments. But this is a very severe, major issue in the industry, which is not at all discussed by the public. That is also to be looked into. The stigma surrounding sexual harassment, particularly for public figures, frequently debate actives from reporting such incidents. Social media platforms became avenues for vulgar comments, images, and videos where female artists were targeted with threatening messages. These type of complaints also we usually get from the film artist and also television artists and also generally from public. There is that the social media menace is at very high end, which is to be addressed very severely. The junior artists lack a minimum remuneration. They are often treated worse than slaves with work extending up to 19 hours. We have, Women's Commission have conducted a public hearing, hearing the complaints or distress or the arguments meted out, put forward by women film television artists and similarly associated small the shooting location places or the persons who are associated with such type of shooting. We heard from them that long hours are to be spent for shooting. That is, the shooting starts right at the time of right at 8 a.m., which continues up to 12 midnight. During this period, they are not given proper food. They are not given proper sanitation facilities. They are not having any resting places. They cannot go for any their private necessities. And even they are not given transportation facilities. What they get, a meager amount they get from from their work is used to meet the expenses relating to transportation, to buy their costumes, to their ornaments, etc. Very pitiable state of affairs had been given or exposed by the women artists, supporting staff in the television serial group. That also a public hearing, at the time of public hearing, we have recorded there, we have studied, and we have submitted a report to Kerala government to have an active to give an attention by the Kerala government to seek the redress. Now, after the report, we all know that a public interest litigation had been moved before High Court, seeking to expose or to present before the public about the report. So that was not allowed, and before that they have requested for the release of the report. It was not allowed. Then they have approached the Right to Information Commissioner. The Information Commissioner ordered to release that with the properly safeguarding the identities of the persons attended. Kerala High Court had ordered to release the report. At that time, Kerala High Court had ordered, they had also ordered to Somoto make a party, the Kerala Women's Commission as a party in that suit, in that petition. So we have also put in appearance before the Honorable High Court, and and thereafter the reports came, and much hue and cry had we have often come across in the Kerala in the that is going on in the industry, this industry. Kerala government has set up a special investigation team headed by Inspector General G.S. Parjan Kumar as the head, and 4 women police officials to conduct preliminary inquiry into the sexual harassment allegations made against the lady artist. Kerala State, we have now seen Kerala State Chalchitra Academy Chairman Denjit submitted his resignation following a complaint by Bengali actress. Then several women have come forward casting accusations against the former General Secretary of Amma Idavela Babu and Mukesh, Sudesh, Riaz Khan, Jen J. Surya, and that list continues. Out of the 38 accused people so far, 17 cases had been initiated against 17 or 18 personalities, I think. The correct figure, I'm not remembering. And now, according to the investigation team, they are receiving complaints from the film artist, and the probe is going on, and FIR are being registered. But now we are seeing that those who have come forward registering complaints or putting accusations on their counterpart, men counterparts, there is serious cyberbullying, cyber threats against these women actresses. That is what is now we are facing in almost all arena. Though it is film artist, though it is a worker, though it is a poor employee from a small organization, or though it is a highly esteemed personality, those who have come forward with some serious allegations especially about sexual harassment, etc., they are getting numerous threats, physical threats, mental threats, and cyber threats from the public. That is a field which is to be very minutely addressed by Kerala government, police, and also by the public. Then what is the legal framework to address sexual exploitation in the film industry? We all know that we have IPC 1860 early. Now it is BNS, Section 354, 354A, and 509. That is intended to issue the modesty, that is intended to insult the modesty of women, deals with sexual offenses. Sexual harassment in the workplace, 2013. This law mandates the formation of IC in workplace. So far, when we verify, though Women and Children Department in Kerala is a nodal officer to form IC in all areas, though it is government, though it is public, though it is corporate, in spite of issuing continuous circulations or government orders, Women's Commission continuously following that and taking so many classes, seminars, workshops to bring awareness awareness among women about the importance of foresight, about the formation of IC. Still, when we verify very minutely, we come across that in many places, in many offices, private as well as government offices, IC is not till date formed. Though it is formed, it is not properly listed. Though listed, the head of the committee is not woman. That's a lacuna which we find. That means awareness about the legal protection imparted to women in accordance with our constitution mandate, that is still not working properly. Then IT Act, we have IT Act 2000 that addresses the publication and transmission of obscene materials in electronic form, which can include digital content in films. Though that act is there, that is not at all very vividly implemented, I think. Still, the general public is unaware of the IT Act. And that application is also very poor. Then Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act, POCSO 2022, that is specifically protects children from sexual exploitation and abuse. The Immoral Traffic Prevention Act 1956 aims to prevent trafficking for commercial sexual exploitation. All these legal provisions are there, but how far it had been properly implemented or safeguarded the welfare of women is to be looked into, is to be discussed. The report recommends mandatory establishment of IC under POSH Act. It should include members from Film Employees Federation of Kerala, FEFCA, and AMMA. Independent tribunal proposed to handle cases of harassment and discrimination in cinema industry is proposed. The report advocates in-camera proceedings at the tribunal to ensure complete privacy. The report heralds the necessity of signing written contracts to protect the interest of those who all work in cinema industry. This is also very important because we have heard from them that the contracts that they enter into between the production, between the people who are handling it or the production executive or director, there is no written contract. They are not purposefully, they are withdrawing from putting signature in the contract. It is so far it is orally, there may be oral contract, but unless and until written contract is there, the people, the women artists cannot come forward with the litigations. Then gender
Ma'am,
awareness training program.
really sorry to interrupt, ma'am. If you can conclude it in a few words, we have a little time constraint.
Only one more sentence. Only one more sentence.
Sure.
Gender awareness training program should be made mandatory before starting production work. These type of works Kerala Women's Commission are continuously imparting to women at large and specifically to the people who are coming to us, approaching the various applications for or supporting from us that we are doing. So I am very thankful to you for inviting me to present this. So I think a little bit I have extended the time. Sorry for that. And thank you all. You have all a good, nice evening. Active participation, active discussion, let that be there.
Thank you, ma'am, for a very thought-provoking keynote. You shed light on the persisting issues in the industry as well as the initiatives taken by the Women's Commission to resolve the same. Thank you once again.